This is Brian, and welcome back to Final Fantasy X. Last time we beat Dark Bahamut. That fight took a little while. And then I did some more Earth Eater farming for Fortune Spheres, which we're almost done with that. But I said I was going to start out today, and I plan on doing it. We're going to take on Shinryu. And actually, I don't think you really get to set your formation in this one. And I think we're actually forced to have our 3 swimmers in this one because I believe it takes place underwater. So for that matter, I'm not 100% sure how this is going to work out because I don't really have Riku built up. But hopefully Wakka and Titus can carry it. When I said I was going to go against him, I didn't think about that right away. I just realized that now when I was thinking about it. When I was going to set my formation. Maybe I'm wrong about it, but I don't think so. Shinryu, huh? You sure about that? Yeah, old man. Throw me in. Okay, yep. Yeah, we can't change characters. We're down here. And I believe this guy can do Stone Touch as well, so Stone Proof is a good one here. I'm gonna see how Blitz Ace works against him. Hopefully better than it did against Dark Bahamut. Oh yeah. I just might single-handedly take him out here. Okay, no, he's not done yet. And does he counterattack every hit we do, it looks like? That's steal from him? And will he counter that as well? Well, he didn't. But he's barely doing anything against the guys here. Does have quite a bit of health though, it seems like. And he's not doing enough damage to fill up Wakka's overdrive in any meaningful way. My only thought is I don't know what he's gonna do. And should I potentially maybe do an auto life, but I'll just go without it. He doesn't seem to pose too much of a threat. Let's see what he does on his turn. Eraser. Well... Okay, yeah, I do remember that now. So he can permanently basically eject a character from the battle, even if they have Stone Proof on. Too bad it wasn't Riku. Let's mug him and see how much she actually does for a hit. I mean, she didn't do nothing. Okay, and there is that. I should have done that in the first place and built up attack reels for Wakka. Let's see if this is enough to take him out, or if we're going to keep grinding down. Yeah, there we go. So, not too bad other than the fact that if you're trying to do a prolonged battle against him, you can certainly run into trouble because he'll just automatically wipe out your players sometimes. Wings to Discovery for the drop, and a Wing Wand. Let's see what the wand is. Double AP, so nothing to write home about there. Okay, let's go back for the end of my Earth Eater farming here with these guys. And yes, after I defeated Shinryu, I have beaten all of the species, area, and originals. So he says, I've done it. I've created a monster. This is a fabulous day. Come on, kiddo. Help me celebrate. And he gives you 10 Master Spheres for that. And he'll give you a swing at it for free. Not right now. I know I'll have to pay for it, but I'm rich. What do I care? We'll show you who he is, though. 25,000 is what it costs to face Nemesis. So, as far as the arena goes, he's the super boss, toughest one of them. Of course, though, just like any boss, I think if you have the right strategy to go into it, he's not exactly that difficult, but he's got more HP than the rest of them. I'll save him for now, and I'm trying to think when I'm going to try to fight him. As far as out of the bosses I have left to fight, he's not going to be the final one. He's not the toughest one. I think I'll keep going for at least one more of the Dark Aeons before I take him on. I think potentially for farming him, he has a good steel too, so it's kind of worth fighting him sometimes. Like, I think what you can do is you can steal level 4 key spheres from him or something like that. But we have other ways of getting that stuff too, so it's not like it's that big of a deal. And I said I was going to do 3 more of these fights, so let's just go ahead and get that over with. Not Wakka. Anybody but Wakka. It's almost a little early on that, but we got it. Keep targeting Wakka too many times here. Oh. Didn't exactly mean to hit with her, but oh well. Doesn't matter. Another attack reel will finish him off either way. Okay, 2 more. just targeting Walker with that. I mean, I know it's only fair that he retaliates against Walker if Walker is the one that hit him. But that's not helping my progress here. Okay, 1 to go. And then I won't have to see another Earth Eater, hopefully, for, well, probably a couple years before I get back to playing this game again. Unless I decide to randomly do a run in my free time sometime later. There are several games that I'll just randomly feel like playing, if not all the way through, at least for a little while. There are some games that I'll pick up once a year or so. Like Chrono Trigger's one of those probably. Although, the last few times I beat it, I've been so thorough in it that it doesn't give me as much reason to go back again, but it's so good that I still get the itch for it. Another one is like Link to the Past, Zelda. Several of the Final Fantasy games. Secret of Mana. Breath of Fire 1 and 2, those are pretty good. And some of the other games that I've been playing through on my channel here that I had played before might also make their way into that. Like some of the Dragon Warrior games for the NES have gotten pretty good for me. The one that I would probably, even though it's not my favorite out of the 4, but the one I might consider replaying the most is probably the first one, just because it's so short. I could probably take care of that one in a week or two with just a little bit of free time every day. No, dark matter. So we try again. And I should see where I'm at on dark matter after this too. I don't think we're anywhere too close to being able to get a break damage limit weapon, but should be around 40-ish. And it costs 60, I think, for break damage limit. Another ribbon would be nice, but yeah, it takes 99 for that. And considering that I'm going to be done farming for these types of things, Don't see that happening. Like, I think the Dark Aeons also drop some dark matter, but there aren't that many of them left to the point that I could farm that. Waka, of course. Alright. Let's double check it. And check that dark matter too. Okay, 47. Actually, maybe that's higher than that one. No, that's right, because I said I was going to do 3 fights and we were at 41 before, I think, so that tracks. Dark matter at 41. Yeah. Actually, for now, I have several sphere levels for Kimahri and Riku, so let's just start moving around first. Might as well do the little bit of backtracking for him and pick up the stuff that was put in the empty nodes, because I don't think I'd come that far on his grid anyway. So it shouldn't take me too much. We will be spending quite a bit of time in here the next couple of days. I guess as far as backtracking goes, I'm going a little out of the way, because this would have been the way to get him back to where he's been before. Once again here, I'm kind of going off the path, I guess. Just kind of out of habit. And there's Riku. Okay, and we are back into where he started now. So I think what I'll do here is just keep moving this way along this path now. A trend I've noticed, I watch quite a few videos on YouTube, and not all of them for video game stuff, but I watch a decent amount of that too. But one thing I've noticed, and maybe it's just because it's getting fed into my algorithm, but I'm seeing a lot of videos of younger people, well, younger than me at least, getting into playing Final Fantasy games. So it might be the first time they're playing like a 9 or 10 or something. But when they're talking about it, they'll say that, well, they got introduced to Final Fantasy by playing Final Fantasy VII. And it always kind of throws me off, being somebody who came up playing them in order. If you say Final Fantasy VII, to me that means the one that came out in 1997 for PS1. But often what they're referring to is Rebirth or Remake, or both of them. And it's just one of those little pet peeve type of things, I guess, but I always think to myself, I'm like, well, shouldn't you be qualifying that and saying Rebirth or Remake when you say Final Fantasy VII? Because even though it shares a lot of story points and characters, it's not the same thing. And these people also usually admit and say, well, yeah, they've never played the original Final Fantasy VII after they talk more about it. But if they're referring back to 7, they just consider the remake or the rebirth to be 7. I suppose that kind of makes me like the old man yelling at the clouds kind of thing, but and I do appreciate if more people are gonna get into and enjoy the older Final Fantasy games. I don't have anything wrong with that. I guess just without having played the newer games, but having watched the gameplay, they're just not the same kind of game to me. I know everything's kind of switched more towards the action-adventure type of, or the action RPG, instead of the turn-based RPG, and I'm more of a fan of turn-based. Don't get me wrong, I can enjoy a good action RPG. Like, I think even Secret of Mana would probably be considered more action, because you're not taking turns exactly, you're just moving around the field of battle and attacking at will. But for me, Final Fantasy in particular has always been turn-based, and I would appreciate it if it would have stayed that way. And we'll have to see what kind of spheres I run out of first here. And yes, we are getting to the point now where almost everybody has gone around all of these grids. So the nodes have almost every light lit up around them. Especially on these ones where Riku's already gone through it. They have all of them. Okay, we're almost out of levels for him. I want to go. Yeah, I think I will actually go over here next. Okay. There we are. Got a nice little chunk of the grid done, but he's kind of working in the middle so far. What about Riku? As far as backtracking, once again, let's try to take care of that stuff first. Doesn't take as many levels, and we get to cover more ground that way. Which way do we want to go next? We want to go down over here, kind of where Kimahri's at, or back over this way first? Yeah. Let's go over this way. I know this isn't exactly backtracking, but it's just a little segment in between areas she's already done. Getting a lot of her luck here already. Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of speed stuff up here. And that is probably the one I'm lowest on already anyway. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of speed. Okay, and then back over this way. Yeah, there were a lot of empty nodes in here, I guess. Or maybe I cleared out a few too. Didn't really do too much clearing though on this playthrough, because I didn't end up taking luck as high as it could go, and I wasn't worried about filling in nodes with HP spheres or any of that. So there are still quite a few empty ones left. Two ways I can... Okay, yeah, let's go this way first. And down under 10 speed spheres. I know I had that option, or to go over into this. Yeah, doesn't really matter. We'll end up covering them both either way. And this route probably doesn't have quite as many speed, so I can keep going for a little longer. Actually, grab that one and this one, and then go back a little bit. I'll grab that one defense here on the way by. Say hi to Kimahri. But we're gonna run out of speed here. How are we doing on the rest of them? I could use... Nah, we'll just do 2 speeds and 1 power, I think, for now. They're still not as strong, so let's swap out for my farming. Ambush, huh? Like I care. Dang it. Would have been a dark matter drop, so I only got 2. Okay, there we got the 40. Now for some speed. Yeah, with the auto haste on. Wakka's celebration pose here kind of seems like he's having some kind of a seizure or something. And that was another dark matter drop. So let's do another one. The game's doing its best to try to slow me down. Back to the grid. So she hadn't gone down here before yet, so I guess, yeah, let's just shoot up here and pick these up. Not quite. Okay, have I backtracked everything that she's been over? I think so. So yeah, we're safe to just keep moving from here. I think considering where we're at, let's just move down this way. More decisions. I think let's try to kind of hug the edge here and go down and around the bottom edge, at least for the most part. He's almost out of levels too, so be time for a Don Tomberry fight. Alright, that's as far as she's moving for now. Now, are they properly equipped for this? And they both have triple AP, triple overdrive weapons. So I don't have to worry about setting up the low health for either one of them or anything like that. And based upon what I've been doing with the rest of the characters, we should be getting like 42 to 43 levels for 5 hits from Wakka here. We'll see pretty soon here. Oh, 63. Well, in that case, kind of seems like it'd be a waste to do another one right away without doing the sphere grid first. So let's keep moving. And let's see how far we get by the end of the day. That'll kind of determine my plan for starting next time. If I want to go against another Dark Aeon or if I want to just keep grinding here. At this point, I'm feeling like we're making fairly good progress. To the point that I probably will go try another Dark Aeon. But I don't want to completely commit to that yet. got a good 10 or 15 minutes yet today that I want to go for Sphere Grid action here, so we'll see. The rest of the Dark Aeons shouldn't be as hard to get to, at least. Not that it was hard to get to Dark Bahamut, but it's a little more traveling. I think the rest of them are a little closer. Actually, the next one will be a little bit of traveling too, but with no encounters. Still shouldn't take more than a minute or two. Okay, almost done with this a little bit. Which way do I want to go here? Well, down to the left first, because that's a dead end. And if I go up this way, does that connect? Well, it reconnects to that. Actually, might not be a terrible way to go. Of course, we got to do it all eventually anyway. But I kind of try to like to keep things a little clustered as far as the directions I head, so I don't end up isolating anything too much and having to backtrack too much to get back to it. Yeah, I know, with one Don Tomberry fight and getting 63 levels, it's not like it would take too much effort to make up for it if I have to backtrack. Because by the time you fill out the entire Sphere Grid, if you get 99 levels, you can still go anywhere without using a return or a teleport sphere. Okay, that's it for her for now. Now time to keep our boy Kimahri moving, since he's behind her anyway. You got more work to do with him. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone in there. Should have gone to the outside first. We're too far away from it though, it's just one sphere level wasted, I guess. Or two, I guess, if it had to spend one on the backtrack there. I think I'll take him up from here. That way they won't be covering exactly the same territory at the same time. Keep things a little less monotonous. And let's go grab this stuff quick. And that connects to that path there. And yeah, let's make sure I don't forget these two. I don't think I'll have to worry about running out of any spheres here, at least yet for him. For the rest of his levels that he has to work on. I wouldn't imagine that I would need to put any extra spheres of any stat on the board for Kimahri or Riku, because they kind of strike me as two of the more kind of jack-of-all-trades characters. Like, they're not the strongest maybe physically, or at least Riku isn't, but she would still probably have equal or maybe more strength than Yuna and Lulu, and I've already got them maxed out. Almost there. Now if I go right from here, is it a dead end eventually, or is this all connect? Yeah, it all keeps connecting, so I'll go this way first. Okay. Alright. Long way to go, but not a bad start. And how's it look for her? Could be a little more. Although, Kimahri had more of this stuff down this way, it seemed like. Yeah, she's a little more thorough in the middle, though. Like in this central part, she has almost the whole thing, all the way through to both sides. And she doesn't really have that much left up top here either. This is the biggest section she has yet to do, but that's where we're working. So I think that's good enough that, yeah, I'll go ahead and call it here for today, but next time we will pick up, and I'll make my way to fight into one of the Dark Aeons. That's the plan. So, anyway, thanks for watching, and if you've been enjoying the content so far, please like, comment, and subscribe or follow, and we'll catch you next time.